Hello everyone. Welcome to the course Students Book English Elementary. In this course, you work with a wonderful textbook Keynote, and I just explain tasks and help you complete them. Episode number 1. Before we start, let me explain you how it works. Most of the time, you will work with screenshots, pictures on the screen. They will be right there. I say what to do and how to do, then I disappear. No me on the screen, only picture. You have 15 seconds to pause the video, to stop it, and do all tasks. Then you see the answer will appear in 5 seconds. And in 5 seconds, you can check yourself and check your ideas. Then we start another task, then another task, until you finish the whole textbook. Here you can practice listening, grammar, vocabulary, sometimes writing, but nobody likes writing, yeah? And you can practice speaking. When we have a speaking part, I do it first, using my own ideas. Then I give you some ideas, what to say and how to say. Then you pause the video and you try to speak. If you think, speak to myself, it's a little bit crazy. Look, the best language learner is a crazy learner, so it's okay, even if you make mistakes, some mistakes. But you must say something, even 3 or 4 words. So, to summarize, you work here. I am just a guide, who helps you go through pages and tasks. Okay, you will understand everything later. Let's go. Today we have Unit 1, Passions. First, look at the picture. There's information. Let's have a look at it. Ron Bromfield from Lancashire, UK, collected about 2,000 gnomes and raised thousands of pounds for charity. Why is he so happy? Maybe he hasn't got a job, yeah? What do you think? Okay, I'm just kidding. So let's start with 3 words, just for the beginning. Passion. It is a strong interest for something. My passion is English. I love it. Your passion can be, I don't know, maybe music or your hobby or some activities like drinking beer. Okay, it's not a good example, but I hope you got the idea what passion is. Next word is collection. It is a group of things we keep together, like collection of pictures or collection of posters, coins, problems, and so on. This man, Ron Bromfield, has a collection of gnomes. Gnome is a model of a small man that people put in their gardens. They can make a garden look cool. Let's warm up a little bit. Look at the photo and read the caption. But we have already read it. Discuss the questions. Number 1. Why do you think Ron Bromfield started his collection? The first question to answer. You can start with, I think he started his collection because, and your ideas. Let me answer first. I think he started his collection because gnomes make him very happy. Question number 2. What does the photo tell us about Ron's relationship with his gnomes? I think gnomes are his best friends. You can say it differently. For example, gnomes are to him, or they are his. So, relationship, I think it is not a good word here. It's better to ask, what does he think about his gnomes? Number 3. Do you collect anything or have a passion for something? Oh, yes. I collect empty cups of coffee on my table. I have a big collection of them. Okay, no, actually, I don't collect anything. But I have a passion for languages. They are my passion. Now try to answer these questions yourself without me. Let's go. And finally, unit begins. Part 1.1. Do you like country music? Here we can see a musician, plays the banjo outside his house. It's a musical instrument. Let's look at some. What do we have here? Vocabulary, music, and film. Those are good topics. Number one, complete the table using these types of music and film. So we have two columns. On the left, music, on the right, films. What about some types? Action, classical, country, horror, jazz, rock, romantic comedy, science fiction. You have some words, you have two columns, so do this task. Task number 2. Work in pairs. Can you add 2 more words to each column? Think of one examples for each type of music and film. Whoa, let me take something unpopular. Music. I will add drum and bass and folk music. To films? I'm not fan of films. Let me think. Maybe documentaries and westerns. If you have no idea what to add, just Google, in English of course, types of music and types of films. Choose 2 things for each column, or you can use your own examples if you remember something. Let's do it. Task 3. Pronunciation, types of film and music. Here you just listen and repeat. Practice your pronunciation.
1. Rock. 2. Country. 3. Pop. 4. Folk. 5. Jazz. 6. Classical. 7. Horror. 8. Action. 9. Science fiction. 10. Romantic comedy.
Part listening, my passion for music. Listening for a reason. Before you listen, look carefully at the task. Ask yourself, what am I listening for? Think about possible words you might hear. Oh, it's a difficult question. What am I listening for? You can answer, I am listening for, and name it. I would say, I am listening for relaxing or for pleasure. What about you? If you can't answer these questions in English, use Google Translator to help you. Task 4. Listen to musician Philip Jones describing his passion. Tick. The musical instruments he owns. This time it's an audio task or a listening task. Look at the verb own. Own means to have something. You can own a house, you can own a cat, music instruments, or games in your Steam account. If they are yours, you own them. So now listen to him and tick the musical instruments he owns.
Hi, my name's Philip, and I'm from Oldham, a town in the north of England. My passion in life is music. I love listening to music, but I also like writing and recording my own songs. I have quite a big collection of musical instruments. A bass guitar, a mandolin, a ukulele, an acoustic guitar, and 4 electric guitars. This one is my favourite. I don't have a favourite kind of music. I like rock, country, jazz, classical, anything that's good really. Right now, I'm a member of an Irish folk band. I play the bass guitar and mandolin. We usually play traditional Irish folk. Here, let me give you an example.
Task 5. Listen again, circle the correct options. Philip Jones is from England or Ireland. Number 2. He is a member of an Irish rock band or a folk band. Band is a group of people who play music together. I hope you know this word. So now listen again and circle the correct options.
Hi, my name's Philip, and I'm from Oldham, a town in the north of England. My passion in life is music. I love listening to music, but I also like writing and recording my own songs. I have quite a big collection of musical instruments. I don't have a favourite kind of music. I like rock, country, jazz, classical, anything that's good really. Right now, I'm a member of an Irish folk band. I play the bass guitar and mandolin. We usually play traditional Irish folk. Here, let me give you an example.
Okay, look, I hope it was an easy task for you. If you're interested in musical instruments, you can Google how they look like. I, for example, only know the guitar and the piano because I'm not interested in music. For me, it's enough. What about you? I don't know. If you are interested in musical instruments, you can Google a couple of things. Okay, let's move on to another task, to the next task. Speaking, talking about your favorites. Number 6. Work in pairs. What types of music and film do you like? Oh, it's a very good topic to practice. I like, for example, fantasy films like swords, battles, magic, elves, dwarves, and so on, like Lord of the Rings. What about music? I think I like everything. I can listen to everything. Maybe I like hip hop and rap more. What about you? Task 7. Listen to the conversation. Do the two people like the same kind of music? Only one question here. The same here means one type of music or one sort of music. The same. And composer means a person who creates or writes music. We use a word composer when we speak about classical music. Listen and answer the question.
Oh, listen! This is my favorite piece of music.
Really? Who's the composer?
Bach. I love his music.
Yeah? I don't know him very well.
Oh, I think his music is amazing.
Yeah? I don't like classical music that much.
Really? So what kind of music do you like?
Anything really. My favourite singer is Bruno Mars.
You see, the answer is no, they don't. One person likes classical music. The other person doesn't like classical music that much. It means they like different music anyway. Now, let's look at how to use vocabulary given here. Let's start with a lot. I like it a lot. Or you can say, I really like it. What about amazing, incredible, wonderful? They all mean very good. It's amazing, it's wonderful, it's incredible. You see, I even stress these words to show that I like something a lot. For example, I like cats a lot, they're amazing, or they're wonderful. What about that much, so much, very much? You can say, look, I don't like cats that much. I like dogs. It means cats are okay, but for you, dogs are amazing, not cats. So, I don't like cats that much or very much. What about questions? What kind of, what sort of, what type of? We use it when we want to ask what genres or types or kinds of, I don't know, films, music, games, and so on a person likes. For example, what kind of video games do you like? I like shooters or RPGs, and so on. What type of music do you like? I like electronic music or folk music. What sort of books do you like? Yeah, you got the idea. I hope so. What about now? Listen to the audio again and read out loud this conversation.
Oh, listen! This is my favorite piece of music.
Really? Who's the composer?
Bach. I love his music.
Yeah? I don't know him very well.
Oh, I think his music is amazing.
Yeah? I don't like classical music that much.
Really? So, what kind of music do you like?
Anything, really. My favourite singer is Bruno Mars.
Task number 9. Write one favorite for each category. Work in a group. Share your ideas. So we don't have pairs or groups. Let's just write or say one favorite for each category. Here you can practice a phrase, my favorite is. Like, my favorite film is Lord of the Rings. My favorite actor is, and so on. So say one favorite for each category. So this part 1.1, do you like country music, is over. Let's have a look at workbook tasks. Vocabulary, music and film. Number 1. Circle the correct options to complete the sentences. Here is easy. You just choose correct answer or option. Like horror or rock music usually features an electric guitar. What about number 2? Complete the sentences so that they are true for you. It's an amazing exercise, amazing task, because you complete it with your own ideas. I like watching. My favorite film is. I don't like films such as is, for example, you give examples after such as. Number 3, there is a huge gap. Is my favorite type of music. Something. One band or musician I like is, and you complete this gap with your own idea. What about listening? Listen to a woman describing a film. Answer these questions. It's just a test after listening. Listen again. Which words does the speaker use to describe the film? Here you need just to tick words that the speaker used to describe the film. Communication part. Talking about favorites. Match the questions 1 to 5 with the responses A to E. Who is this singer? What kind of music do you like? Do you like Rihanna? What do you think of pop music? Do you have a favorite singer? Here you just match the questions with the responses. I think it will be easy. And number 6, answer the questions in your own words. What do you think of classical music? What kind of music don't you like and why? And who is your favorite actor? Maybe you can say why, because and something like that, it's just for practice.
The last film I watched was about a famous chef who owns a really nice restaurant. However, he's rude to his customers and starts losing their business. Eventually, his restaurant closes down. He becomes really unhappy. Then, one day, he stops for food at a small restaurant next to a motorway, the kind of place where you can get a cheap meal. He thinks the food is amazing and wants to meet the chef. He hopes he might persuade the person to join him in opening a new restaurant. It turns out the chef is a woman who knows who he is and doesn't want to work with him. At first, they argue a lot, and that's where the film becomes funny. They throw food at each other and shout. However, they soon become friends and then they fall in love. They open a new restaurant together, and it's a real success. It was a pretty good film overall. My friend liked it too.
So let's work with workbook. Part 1.1, do you like country music? Circle the correct options to complete the sentences. One, horror or rock music usually features like has an electric guitar. I think an electric guitar it's mostly rock music, so let's choose this one. Okay, number 2. Scary films about ghosts and monsters. Yeah, monsters, you see, are called, of course, horror movies, like monsters and other terrible stuff. Studies show that listening to, of course, classical music helps you concentrate better. I think you probably have seen such facts somewhere in the internet. What about number 4? Jazz or science fiction films often include robots and aliens. Look, of course, not jazz films, it's science fiction films. Country or rock singers often wear cowboy, of course, country singers hats when they perform. Number 6, a film about people falling in love is probably, of course, you see love. Love, it's about romantic stuff, so it's romantic comedy. A film with a violent fight scenes, like violent with shooting and sufferings and so on, is probably action movie, not romantic, 100%. And jazz or country music usually features a saxophone or trumpet. Look, saxophone is mostly about jazz, so let's choose this one. So that's all here. Let's move on to the task number 2. Complete the sentences so that they are true for you. Okay, we need to write some stuff here. Let's put it something like that. I like watching. What do I like watching? Okay, maybe fantasy, films or movies. My favorite film is. I can't remember the exact name. Maybe it's like The Lord of the Rings, maybe something like that. So, number 2, I don't like films such as. I don't like actually horror films, such as, I don't know, Aliens, maybe. But look, I'm not sure if this film exists, but let it be Aliens. Number 3 is my favorite type of music. Okay, let it be like hip hop. Something like that is my favorite type of music. One band musician I like is. Oh, I can't name anyone particular, but let it be just, I don't know, one of the rappers. But you got the idea. Okay, let's move on. Now, listening part, talking about films. Listen to a woman describing a film, answer the questions. So I hope you have already listened to it. Let's just deal with the tasks. What time of film is it? Look, keywords like famous chef, fall in love, funny, and so on. So this thing tells us that it is a romantic comedy. And the film is about A, B, or C. Look, you see fall in love, two chefs. And by the way, you see why I highlighted this stuff, like his or his. So it is about a male person. So a woman, it's not a chef who owned many restaurants and lost his business. Look, maybe, but it's not the main idea here. The main idea, like two chefs who fall in love and start a restaurant together. However, they soon become friends and then they fall in love, they open a new restaurant. So here is the main idea. What about this one? Listen again, which words does the speaker use to describe the film? There were two words. The first one, funny, you see, and pretty good. The last one here. What about boring and sad? No, only funny and pretty good here. So let's move on. Communication, talking about favorites. So, number 1, who is this singer? Only B, like it's Taylor Swift. What kind of music do you like? Well, I really like country. I think this one goes here. Do you like Rihanna? Yes, I love her music. Maybe it's C, yeah. What do you think of pop music? It can be C, I don't like it that much. And do you have a favorite singer? It's like A, yes, I really like... What? I can't pronounce it, sorry, she's incredible. It's A here. Yeah, something like that. That's all here. And number 6, answer the questions in your own words. What do you think of classical music? I think classical, so music, is great and boring at the same time. Just my opinion. You, of course, you will write yours. Number 2, what kind of music don't you like? Why? I don't like club music because it's too loud and I don't know how to describe it. And not good enough for me. Let it be something like that. Okay. And who is your favorite actor? Okay, I'll write the truth. I'm not a fan of movies or films, so I don't have any favorite actors. I'm sorry. It's something like that. Okay, guys, I hope it was useful, so let's move on. Part 1.2. What's your favorite? Now, let's watch a short video about music popularity from young to old. There, you will see infographics that consists of 4 pie charts. Those are circles in different colors. First, just to try to get main ideas and watch this video.
Track 1.4 Infographic. The data shows the percentage spending on music by different age groups in the United Kingdom. For example, hip-hop/rap is most popular with people aged 25 to 34. Most people who like classical music are over 55.
Now, let's work with it. Look, when I disappear, you will see this infographic and different age groups. Try to write their most popular type of music. For example, age group 1, from 13 to 19, hip-hop rap. Age group 2, from 20 to 24, and then continue this list. Then you will see the answer and you can check yourself. Let's look at the answer. As you see, 1319 it's hip-hop rap, 2024 it's hip-hop rap, 2534 hip-hop rap, 3544 pop or pop music, 4554 country or folk, 5564 classical, 6579 classical. That's something like that. Look, let's answer a couple of questions. Does the information in the infographic surprise you? Do you have the same favorite type of music as the rest of your age group according to the infographic? Actually, what about me? This information doesn't surprise me. My age group from 25 to 34 likes hip-hop and rap music. I also like hip-hop music, so it's okay for me. What about you? Can you answer these questions about yourself? Task number 2. Listen to 2 people talking about the information. Circle the correct words. Number 1. The man's grandmother likes or doesn't like classical music. Number 2. She likes or doesn't like pop music. Number 3. The man likes or doesn't like rap music. And number 4. He loves or hates pop music. I'll listen and do this task.
Track 1.5 Grammar.
Hey, this chart is pretty interesting. Look.
Yeah? What does it show?
Well, It shows how popular different types of music are with different age groups. Look, you can see that classical music is popular with people over 55.
Well, my grandmother's a bit different. She doesn't like classical music at all. She loves pop.
Pop? Really?
Yeah. Her favorite band is One Direction.
Wow, that's cool. Well, what kind of music do you like? You're 20. The chart says rap and hip-hop are popular with your age group.
Well, that's kind of right. I like rap and hip-hop, but I really love pop. I guess I'm similar to my grandmother.
Task number 3. Read the sentences in the grammar box. Answer the questions A, C. What does it show? It shows how popular different kinds of music are. She doesn't like classical music at all. Here, what word do you add in a question with he, she, it? B. What letter do you add to the verb with he, she, it? C. What words do you add to make he, she, it sentences negative? Oh, it's our lovely present simple. Try to answer these questions yourself, then you can check. So the answers are, what word do you add in a question with he, she, it? We add does in a question, like does she like it? Or does she do it? And so on. B. What letter do you add to the verb with he, she, it? We put letter S, like she likes, or he enjoys, it runs, and so on. C. What words do you add to make he, she, it sentence negative? We use the word doesn't. She doesn't like it, he doesn't play, and so on. Let's have a look at present simple stuff and how it works. Let's start with affirmative, or at school we sometimes call it he, she, it stuff. Instead of explaining, I'd like to show you some examples. I run, she runs. We call, he calls. They see, it sees. I and my friend eat pizza. Mr. Brown's eats pizza. My parents like music. A girl likes music. Bob and Charlie love classical music. My dog likes classical music. What about negative? We put don't and doesn't here. I don't like it. She doesn't like it. We don't watch TV. He doesn't watch TV. Your friends don't play video games. Your friend doesn't play video games. My parents don't do sport. Your father doesn't do sport. Study these examples carefully. Now questions and short answers. Let's start with questions. Do you like it? Does she like it? Do you and your parents watch TV? Does your mom watch TV? Do they know you? Does she know you? Do we speak English? Does Mr. Brown speak English? Do you like English? Does your friend like English? What about short answers? If you want to answer yes or no question, just add do and does after your answer. Like, do you like music? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do your parents like horror films? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Does your sister like animals? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does your brother listen to music? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Let's have a look at spelling rules for he, she, it. Most verbs, we just add s at the end. It's okay, like likes, shows, and so on. But everything isn't so simple. Verbs ending in s, sh, ch, and x, we add es at the end. Watch, watches, finish, finishes. For example, I watch, he watches. We finish, my sister finishes. I miss you. She misses you. We match the sentences. He matches the sentences. This one is very confusing, but let your intuition do all stuff for you. You will understand it later. Verbs ending with consonant plus y change to ies at the end. Try, tries. For example, I try, he tries. We dry our hair, she dries her hair. They copy the text. Mr. Brown copies the text, and so on. We also have some irregular verbs, quite unusual ones, like do does, have has, go goes, be is. For example, I do, she does. We have, he has. They go, Mr. Brown goes. They are, he is or she is, it is. I hope you know it. Use. We use a simple present to talk about our likes and dislikes, like I love hip hop, our habits and routine, I listen to music every day, and things that are always true. I come from Brazil. Now try to do 3 exercises. Exercise number 1. Complete the sentences with the present simple form of the verbs. Here is an interesting task. Next task is complete the questions and answers with do, does, don't, or doesn't. And the following task, number 3, choose the correct options to complete the text. Try to do these exercises yourself, then listen to me doing them and you can check yourself. Let's go! Now you can check your answers. Let's start with number 1, of course. My brother, it is he, so my brother goes to a lot of concerts. Number 2, what kind of films your sister, she, so what kind of films does your sister watch? Number 3, my mother teach. My mother, she, so my mother teaches music in a school. 4, my friend studies. Oh, it's a little bit below, but it's okay. My friend studies classical guitar. Number 5, my parents not play the same kind of music. So my parents, they don't play the same kind of music. And this, it's okay. Like, this is my favorite song. I hope number 6 was the easiest one. Exercise number 2. Do, does, don't, or doesn't. Okay, let's go. Like, do you like jazz? Yes, I do. It's my favorite. Next is, does your friend is he or she. Does your friend like R&B? Yes, he does. He loves it. Next is your friends. Friends, they. It is like, do your friends like K-pop? No, they don't. Or no, they don't like it at all. Your mother. Next, mother, it's she. So, does your mother like rock music? No, she doesn't. She hates it. That's something like that. Okay, let's move on. Number 3. Choose the correct options to complete the text. My friends, so they love music, but they don't like the same thing. They have very different tastes. Jeff it's he, so Jeff likes pop, but he doesn't like jazz. D, I'm not sure, it's she. D hates pop, but she loves jazz. As for me, I love R&B. I listen to it every day. It is something like that here. So now we can move on. Pronunciation, present simple endings. Listen to how the ending of each verb is pronounced. Listen and practice.
1,
My father hates rock music.
2,
My teacher likes jazz.
3,
She loves her job.
4,
No, but my sister does.
5,
She only watches comedy films.
Task 4b. Listen again and add each verb to the correct column in the table. Makes, plays, washes. Now try to do it.
1,
My father hates rock music.
2,
My teacher likes jazz.
3,
She loves her job.
4,
No, but my sister does.
5,
She only watches comedy films.
Task number 5. Complete the sentences with the correct verb. Don't like, is, listen to, loves, play, sings. Let's check your answers. My favorite book is 1984. Number 2. I play the piano in a band. Number 3. I don't like romantic comedies. Number 4. My sister sings really well. Number 5. My best friend loves science fiction. Number 6. My parents listen to jazz music on the radio. Okay, we can move on. Number 6. Change the sentences in exercise 5 so they are true for you. Oh, it's a speaking task. Let's change them. I'll do it first, then you will do it. My favorite book is The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't like romantic comedies. Yes, it's true for me. My sister sings really well in a parallel universe because I don't have a sister. My best friend loves IT nonfiction books. My parents listen to pop music on the radio. And what about you? Can you do the same and use your own ideas? Let's move on to next part, language focus, talking about likes and interests. Study the examples in the language focus box. Okay, just listen to them and repeat them.
Track 1.7, Language Focus.
What's your favourite film?
My favorite film is Titanic.
Who are your favourite actors?
My favourite actors are Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
Do you like K-pop?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't. I like country music. Does he like R&B?
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He likes jazz. What kind of music do you like?
I love hip-hop.
I really like hip-hop.
I like hip-hop a lot.
What kind of music don't you like?
I don't like pop at all.
I don't like pop very much.
I hate pop.
Exercise number 8. Match the questions to the answers A to E. What's your favorite song? Do you like action movies? Who are your favorite singers? What kind of music don't you like? Does your teacher like country music? No, she doesn't. I hate classical music. I love Clocks by Coldplay. Yes, I do. Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. So try to match the questions to the answers. Now let's check it. What's your favorite song? The answer is C. I love Clocks by Coldplay. Do you like action movies? Yes, I do. The answer is D. Who are your favorite singers? It's E. Nicki Minaj and Rihanna. What kind of music don't you like? B. I hate classical music. Does your teacher like country music? No, she doesn't. The answer is A. I hope it was easy. Let's move on. The task number 9. Answer the questions in exercise 8 with your own information. Okay, let's have a look. What's your favorite song? Okay, I think it's a song called Live On by Manifest. It's a very good song. Question number 2. Do you like action movies? Look, no, I don't. I don't like action that much. I like dialogues and conversations. Number 3. Who are your favorite singers? I don't have any favorite singers. Question number 4. What kind of music don't you like? Look, I don't like heavy music, like rock and metal and so on. Number 5. Does your teacher like country music? I forgot. No, she doesn't. I remember that she likes pop music. But it was a long time ago, so maybe her tastes have changed a little bit. And now answer these questions yourself. Exercise Task number 10. Complete the information. Circle the correct words. Listen and check your answers. Funny situation. The grammar part of this task is quite easy, but some additional information like oak, hardwoods, attract, and so on could be a little bit difficult to understand. Don't forget to work with words, with vocabulary. Google them, or find translation, or write them down into your notebook to check them later. Now, circle the correct words, and then check yourself.
Tyler Spencer lives in Oregon, in the United States. He has an unusual hobby.
He plays the didgeridoo, a traditional instrument from Australia. Tyler doesn't buy didgeridoos. He prefers to make his own. His favourite materials to work with are bamboo, oak, and other hardwoods. These days, more and more people play the didgeridoo. Oregon's Indigenous Festival attracts visitors from around the world. Tyler likes the festival very much because he can meet people who share his passion.
Part speaking, talking about likes and dislikes. Task 11. Write 2 things you like and 1 thing you don't like for each category. Cities, sports, people's names. Wow, it's hard. Look, do this task without me, okay? I can offend or I can make someone sad if I say that I don't like this or that city, this or that name. About sports, maybe I can answer this. I like gymnastics and I don't like football. What about you? It is the last task in this part, so do it. Let's look at your homework. Number 1, circle the correct options to complete the text. I think it's clear. Number 2, complete the sentences with the correct verb. I think it's also clear. Task number 3, circle the correct options to complete the conversations. It's kind of also clear. Listen to the questions, choose the correct response. Oh, look, you listen to the question and then put the correct response. So no text in front of your eyes, only audio. The task number 5. Complete the conversation with these phrases. Don't like, do you like, do. Pronunciation, contraction and possessives. Number 3. Look at the sentences. The ones on the left do not use contractions. The ones on the right do use contractions. Listen to the examples and repeat. You just listen and repeat examples. Next, exercise number 7, you just listen and circle the words that are contracted. Like are can be aren't, isn't, doesn't, and so on. You need to hear the contraction and then circle it. And number 8, look at the example sentence. Notice that contractions are different from possessives. Possessives are used to show that something belongs to someone. Now look at the sentences 1 to 4. In each word in bold, a contraction or possessive. Tick the correct box. That's my brother's CD. It's a contraction of is, and brother's CD, it's a possessive. And next sentence, it's Coldplay's new album. It's just contraction of is. Coldplay's new album, it's possessive. You'll try to complete the other 4 sentences here. Contraction or possessive.
Track 2. 1. Do you like Spanish films? 2.
Does your brother like this song?
3. What's your favourite film? 4.
Do your friends like action movies?
Track 3. 1.
Yes, you are right. I do like rap music. Yes, you're right. I do like rap music.
2.
My friends do not like pop music. My friends don't like pop music.
3.
That is not a romantic comedy. It is an action movie. That isn't a romantic comedy. It's an action movie.
Okay, now let's do these exercises. Let's start with number 1. Here we need to circle the correct options to complete the text. Okay, my friend Amber has an unusual hobby. She makes music videos. She doesn't play any instruments herself, so she films her friends. By the way, it is a verb, to film. Friends who are in bands. Yes, friends, they. She uses her phone and she puts the videos on YouTube. I don't always like the music, but I love her videos. Her new video is my favorite. I hope it goes viral. It is something like that here. So, let's go to the number 2. Here we need complete the sentences with the correct verb. It's a question, your brother. Definitely it does. Let's put it here. I horror movies at all. Maybe this one I don't like at all. What can we do with the action movies? We love, maybe. Yes, we love action movies. It goes here. What types of film do you like? I think it goes here. My husband really, so my favorite music, doesn't like. This one goes here. He only watches. I think it goes here. He only watches science fiction films. Who your favorite bands? Who are they? Who are your favorite bands? She, and finally, she sings. Yeah, it is. She sings in a jazz band. So for number 2, that's all. Let's move on to the next part. Exercise number 3. Circle the correct options to complete the conversations. Okay, let's go. Does she like action movies? No, she doesn't like them at all. Do you like rap music? Yes, I do. What kind of music does she like? She likes pop music. Who's your favorite singer? My favorite singer is... again, I have no idea how to pronounce this name, sorry. Number 5, what kind of films don't you like? I hate horror films. Here it makes sense. So with number 3, that's all. Let's move on. Okay, it can be a little bit of cheating, but we have a text in front of our eyes. Like, do you like Spanish films? Yes, I do. It's only one thing that comes here. Oh my god, what's going on? Next is, does your brother like this song? No, he doesn't. It's A. Let's put it here. What's your favorite film? I like The Hunger Games. It is C. And finally, do your friends like action movies? Yeah, they do. It comes here. With exercise number 4, that's all. Let's move on. Complete the conversation. Everything as usual. So don't like... do they like jazz? No, they don't like it at all. They only like hip-hop. Do you like? It goes here. What kind of music do you like? Well, I like reggae and I love dance music. And do we put it here? Yes. Do you like world music? Yes, I do. It's my favorite. And something like that. Number 7. It is just from the audio, from the previous one. So it was doesn't. It was contracted. Then was isn't contracted. and where it was contracted here. So the answers are like that. And now finally, possessives or is, or contraction is or possessive. Let's have a look at it. Matt Damon's best film is The Martian. Look, but best film of whom? Matt Damon's. It's possessive. His favorite films, Gone with the Wind. Film is. It's contraction here. So, what's your favorite book, or what is your favorite book? It's contraction. And Anna's brother has hundreds of DVDs. You see, Anna's brother, or brother of Anna. So, her brother. It's possessive here. So, well done. We can move on. Part 1.3, Going Viral. Reading traditional music for a new generation. What does it mean when a video goes viral? Do you know any examples? Try to answer this question first. Then I will give you some ideas. If video goes viral, it means it becomes very popular, especially on the internet. For example, I don't know, there are a lot of videos, especially short ones, that go viral. But maybe videos like talking cats or some meme videos with some famous phrases. Now you will watch an example of a viral video. What do you think of viral videos? Are they funny? Are they stupid, interesting, amazing? Try to use at least 2 adjectives answering this question. Task number 2. Understanding main ideas. Okay, read the article quickly. How do the boys become interested in bluegrass? We have a reading part here. I understand it's not good to read by looking at the screen, especially screenshots, but I hope it will be not a problem at all. Let me introduce you skim reading. It is when you read fast without paying attention to the details and facts. Try to find this thing in the text. How do the boys become interested in bluegrass? Let's go. This time you will read this text more closely. We need some details. Let's have a look at vocabulary first. Bluegrass, a type of folk music that started in the United States. Just type of music. Generation, all people of a similar age. Number 3, we were like, informal phrase, we said. Number 4, lyrics, the words to a song. Number 5, barn, a building on a farm to keep animals in. If you need, you can pause the video and Google the translation of these words. But let's have a look at task number 4. Circle T for true or F for false. Number 1. The 3 boys in the band are school friends. Number 2. Sleepy Man Banjo Boys play folk music. Number 3. New Jersey is famous for bluegrass music. Number 4. Many people watched the band's first YouTube video. And number 5. Sleepy Man Banjo Boys make their own bluegrass songs. Read the text again and do this task. Good luck! Let's have a look at the answers. The three boys in the band are school friends. Actually, it's false. They are brothers. Number 2, Sleepy Man Banjo Boys plays folk music. It's true. New Jersey is famous for bluegrass music. Look, it's false. Famous for some kind of rock music, not bluegrass. Many people watched the band's first YouTube video. Yes, it's true. And Sleepy Man Banjo Boys make their own bluegrass songs. As you see, it is also true. So let's move on. Task number 5. Number the events in the order they happened, 1 to 6. You see the first event here, the brothers watch a YouTube video of a famous bluegrass musician. It was the first event in this text. Try to find the second, the third place and put it in the correct order. I hope you got the idea what to do. Try to do it. Task number 6. Choose the correct option to complete the sentences. An example of a band is, an example of a modern instrument is, an example of a traditional type of music is, if you create something new, if you're amazed, you're very, Try to do it, then you can check yourself. Let's look at the answers. An example of a band is, of course, Sleepy Man Banjo Boys. An example of a modern instrument is an electric guitar, because modern, it's like what we do today, not in the past. Number 3. An example of a traditional type of music is, traditional is country. If you create something, you make it. If you're amazed, you're very surprised. Task number 7. What kinds of traditional music come from your country? What are the traditional instruments? Folk music, maybe, or people call it sometimes Slavic folk music, I think. Traditional instruments, like balalaikas, maybe, with dancing bears. I don't know. So, what about you? Can you answer these questions? Now let's have a look at your homework. 1.3 Going viral. First part is a reading part. So you read the article, read this text, and what is it mainly about? The task number 1, you just summarize it and give like a main idea here. Number 2, complete the word map using information from the article. Family, instrument, city, languages. Task number 3, listening. Listen, what is the speaker talking about? Again, you need to just circle a main idea. Task number 4, listen again, circle T for true or F for false. Quite usual task. And number 5, in what ways is kora music similar to the bluegrass music played by Sleepy Man Banjo Boys? How is it different? You write here similarities and differences. Task number 6, word focus from. Put from in the correct place in the sentences. You need to put from in the correct place here. And number 7, complete the sentences so that they're true for you. It's very interesting. It is only your ideas. Like I work from to my favorite band is from and so on.
Track 5.
The kora is a stringed instrument from West Africa. It's a beautiful instrument, big and round at one end, with a long, thin neck at the top. Koras have 21 strings, which is a lot. A guitar only has 6 strings. Koras are still made in the traditional way, using traditional materials. The large, round part is made from a big, round vegetable. The vegetable is cut in half and the insides are removed. Then, a piece of cow skin is put across the hole. The neck is made from wood. Koras make lovely music. The sounds are very light and gentle. Kora players sit down to play and use both hands to pluck the strings. Good players can play very quickly, making 5 or 6 sounds every second.
So now let's deal with answers. First, let's read the text. African music from London. Sona Jabati is the first woman to professionally play the kora, a traditional instrument from Africa. She was born in London in 1983, but her family is from the Gambia. Jobati has loved music since she was young. She started learning the kora when she was just 3 years old, and a year later, she gave her first performance. Now she is one of the best kora players in the world. Jobati's family are well-known storytellers. Storytellers play the kora while they sing, read poems, or create stories. This is an important job in West Africa, and only men used to do it. This changed when Jobati learned the kora. Many West Africans are now amazed to see women playing the instrument. Jobati plays concerts in different countries all over the world. She usually plays with a band that uses modern instruments like the electric guitar and drums. She sings in English and African languages while playing the kora. Her dream is to open a music school in the Gambia someday. Okay, now let's deal with answers. What is it mainly about? A band from London, a woman who plays an instrument, an African rap star. Okay, it's mainly about a woman who plays an instrument. Number 2, complete the word map using information from the article. Her family comes from... her family is from the Gambia, so let's write Gambia here. City, she was born in... now is one... Where is it? She was born in London. So it is here. Instrument. She plays an instrument called the kora. It's something like that here. She's the first woman to play this instrument. And languages, she sings in African languages and English. So let's put it here. So something like that. I hope you did it correctly. So let's move on. Listening part. Listen, what is the speaker talking about? Okay, let's have a look. Like about the musical instrument, so the answer is C. Number 4. Listen again. Circle true for true or F for false. T for true or F for false. A kora has 6 strings just like a guitar. But you see koras have 21 strings, so it's false. F is missed here, but you understand the thing. Number 2. Part of a traditional kora is made from a type of vegetable. In a traditional way, using traditional materials, a large round part is made from a big round vegetable. It's true. Something like that. A kora player sits down to play the instrument. It is here kora players sit down to play and use both hands to pluck the strings. So it's okay to use true here. Number 4. Kora players use one hand to pluck the kora strings. Use both hands. Both hands, it's kind of left hand and right hand, so it's false here. A good kora player can make 5 or 6 sounds in 1 second. Quickly, good players can play very quickly, making 5 or 6 sounds every second. Yeah, it's true here. So, what about number 5? In what ways is kora music similar to the bluegrass music played by Sleepy Man Benji Boys? How is it different? Look, it can be a lot of answers here. Let's look at some suggested answers. There are a lot of answers and you can put like one of the similar and one of the different. Okay, let's read it. Similar. Both types of music use stringed instruments. Both are traditional types of music that use modern ideas or equipment. The Sleeping Man Benji Boys sing about modern subjects. Sona Jobati's band uses modern instruments such as electric guitar. Its similarities. What is different? The kora has more strings than the instrument used by Sleepy Man Benji Boys. You use 2 hands to pluck a kora. Use 1 hand to pluck the instrument used in bluegrass. Bluegrass is from the United States. Kora music is from West Africa. Something like that here. Word focus from. Put from in the correct place in the sentences. Look, it's very hard just to put it. So let's use a red line. So red line is like from. I love listening to music from old films. The band is, let's put it here, from New Jersey, United States. Classical music is most popular with people aged from 55 to 79. From comes here. The film is on Monday to Friday. From Monday to Friday. From, we put from here. We get new songs from our music platform. It comes here. Bluegrass music gets its name from Kentucky, the bluegrass state. Number 7. Banjo is made from wood. And I hear my friends online every day. I hear from my friends online every day. I mean, I communicate with them or I text them. It's something like that. Now let's go to the last one, to number 7, and the most interesting one. Okay, I work from, let's put it like, actually 10 a.m. to usually, funny enough, but 11 p.m. I work a lot. So, my favorite band is from, I think, Rammstein is from Germany. Number 3, my favorite instrument is made from... I don't have any favorite instruments. Let us be is made from wood. I don't know, it's just for an example. I hear from maybe my best friend every day. It's like I communicate with him. Number 5, my favorite gets its name from... Oh my god, so hard. My favorite, film gets its name from a famous book. Something like that. I love listening to music from... let it be from Germany. Number 7. I think rap music is most popular with people aged from... Oh my god, I think 0 to 30. It's just only my opinion, okay? And I get new books from a local bookshop. So remember that these are my answers. You put your answers here. So, well done. Let's move on. Part 1.4 Bluegrass Virtuosity from New Jersey. In this part, we are going to work with TED Talk video. TED Talk is a famous YouTube channel where people can speak publicly and share their ideas. Before we start, let's work with some vocabulary. Task number 1. Read the paragraph. Match each bold word to its meaning, 1 to 4. You will hear these words in the TED Talk, of course. What is planet Earth? What is happiness? What is main place for an activity? And what is the region of a country? Read the paragraph and match each bold word to its meaning. The task number 2. Watch the TED Talk. Match each name to the correct age and instrument. Now you're going to watch the TED Talk. So we have 3 people here. Tommy, Johnny, Robbie. You need to hear their age and you need to hear their instrument. One thing, you see the word the fiddle. Fiddle, it is just another word for violin. So you can use fiddle, you can use violin. So let's go.
Thank you very much. We're so excited to be here. It's such an honor for us. We're like you said, we're 3 brothers from New Jersey. You know, the bluegrass capital of the world. We discovered bluegrass a few years ago and we fell in love with it. We hope you guys will too.
I'm just gonna take a second to introduce the band. On guitar is my 15-year-old brother Tommy. On banjo is 10-year-old Johnny. He's also our brother. And I'm Robbie, and I'm 14, and I play the fiddle. I'm also going to explain, a lot of people want to know where we got the name Sleepy Man Banjo Boys from. So, it started when Johnny was little and he first started the banjo. He would play on his back with his eyes closed, and we'd say it looked like he was sleeping.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The task number 4. Watch the TED Talk again. How did the band get its name? A. When Johnny started to play the banjo, he was very little and often fell asleep. B. When the boys first started playing bluegrass, the music made them feel sleepy. And C. When Johnny first started to play the banjo, it looked like he was sleeping. Quite a tricky. Watch again and try to understand. How did the band get its name? Let's go.
I'm also going to explain, a lot of people want to know where we got the name Sleepy Man Banjo Boys from. So, it started when Johnny was little and he first started the banjo, he would play on his back with his eyes closed, and we'd say it looked like he was sleeping.
Task number 5. Critical thinking. Why does the audience laugh? Laugh, it's like ha 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 ha, this thing. After Tommy says, "We are 3 brothers from New Jersey, the bluegrass capital of the world." Is it because A. It's unusual for brothers to play bluegrass? New Jersey is not at all famous for bluegrass, and bluegrass is popular in the United States but not the rest of the world. Look, the answer is B. New Jersey is well known for its rock musicians, like Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi. They both come from New Jersey, for example, but it's not a part of the world that is usually connected with bluegrass music. That is why the answer is B. Task number 6. Vocabulary in context. Watch the clips from the TED Talk. Choose the correct meaning of the words. Now you are going to work with clips from the TED Talk. There you will see and hear a word and some options like A, B, C. Try to say which option is correct before you see the answer. It is very good practice. Let's go.
Thank you very much. We're so excited to be here. We discovered bluegrass a few years ago and we fell in love with it. We discovered bluegrass a few years ago and we fell in love with it. We hope you guys will too.
I'm just going to take a second to introduce the band. On guitars, my 15-year-old brother Tommy. I'm also going to explain, a lot of people want to know where we got the name Sleepy Man Banjo Boys from.
Task number 7. Work in pairs. Complete the sentences in your own words. Number 1. When I introduce myself, I. And number 2. I always feel excited when. Look, what does it mean to introduce yourself? It is to say something about yourself to someone or some people you're meeting for the first time. Let me give you some ideas what to say. But look, my sentences will be short. Your task is to make them longer, okay? For example, when I introduce myself, I say my name and my age. I always feel excited when I meet new people. So, what about you? Can you answer these questions about yourself? Presentation skills, introducing yourself. When you give a presentation, it's sometimes a good idea to introduce yourself. You can give your name and some extra information about your interest in the topic. You can introduce yourself informally or formally. Informally, it's like I'm, and formally, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is, and so on. We usually use formal communication with people we don't know or people who have, more power than us in a situation. And we usually use informal communication with people we know well or people that we feel we are on the same level as. What are you going to do now? Now you're going to watch Robbie introduce himself. Is his introduction more formal or informal? Try to understand it. Let's go.
I'm just gonna take a second to introduce the band. On guitars, my 15-year-old brother Tommy. On banjo is 10-year-old Johnny. He's also our brother. And I'm Robbie, and I'm 14, and I play the fiddle.
Of course, his introduction was more informal. He uses the short form I am, not like I am, and so on. And, he goes directly into giving information about himself, rather than using a phrase such as, hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce myself, and so on. So his speech is more informal, of course. Task number 9. Watch again. After he gives his name, what other information does he include?
I'm just gonna take a second to introduce the band. On guitars, my 15-year-old brother Tommy. On banjo is 10-year-old Johnny. He's also our brother. And I'm Robbie, and I'm 14, and I play the fiddle.
The answer is quite simple. He includes his age and the instrument he plays. Something like that. Task number 10. Work in a group, but we don't have a group, so let's work with ourselves. Introduce yourself. Include your name and other information. By the way, it is a very good skill to practice. Try to say your name, age, and one thing you do. For example, hello everyone. I'm Mark. I'm 40 years old. I drink beer a lot. By the way, that wasn't my personal information, okay? It was just an example of what to say. I'm not 40 years old. Now let's look at your homework. Task number 1. Read the description of 3 TED Talks above. What is the best theme for this playlist? The main idea of the whole 3. Expensive passions, unique hobbies, or unusual jobs. Task number 2. Read the TED playlist again and answer the questions. Which 2 speakers build things? How does Young's hobby help him? Which speaker is the best in the world at his hobby? And how old was Black when he started his hobby? Task number 3. Choose the correct option to complete the sentences. I hope it is easy. And number 4. Which talk would you most like to see and why? Watch the talk at TED.com. Or you can use YouTube for that. Part 1.5. Who likes what? Communicate. Find someone who. Task number 1. Look at the table. Add one more category to the list. Okay, it's up to you. You can add anything below. I would like to add foreign languages, for example. Okay, let's go to the task number 2. Walk around the classroom. No way. Find someone who likes each thing, write his or her name, and then ask a follow-up question to find out his or her favorite. Let's do it this way. You name one favorite thing and explain why it's your favorite. Like, my favorite horror movie is Sinister because it is great. Or my favorite song in English is Baby Shark because it's amazing. Really, let's do it this way. Just name one favorite thing and try to explain why. If you don't like the whole category, like rap music for example, you can skip it. But work with your likes. It sounds strange, but you got the idea. Task number 3. Work in a group, share interesting or surprising information you heard. Okay, it's just showing interest. Learn these words. Like, really? Yeah, wow, cool, that's great. And you can practice pronounce them, if you want, of course. Task number 4. Writing. Read the email and circle the following information. Name, where from, age, place of work and studies, and likes. Read this email and circle, maybe in your mind, the following information. Try to do it. Task number 5. Write an email to classmate, introduce yourself, include information about your passion. By the way, this writing task is great. You just copy the whole letter and then change some information. Write a letter about yourself and your passion. You just need to write your name here, where you're from, your age, your place of work or studies, and your likes. Maybe dislikes. No, just likes. It's better to do it this way. Let's look at your homework. 1.5. Who likes what? Writing. Introducing yourself by email. Number 1. Read the email. What is the name of Marley's band? Just one question here. Number 2. Write an email to a new friend you met online. Answer the questions to plan your email. What's your name and where are you from? How old are you and what do you do? What is your passion? What do you want to know about your new friend? And task number 3, write your email. Then complete the checklist. Did you use correct spelling and punctuation? Did you use some new words from this unit? Did you say what your passion is? Did you ask your friends about their likes and dislikes? I think let's do it this way. I don't know, I will give you an example how to do it. Let's just write a letter. So, hi, and by the way, I will use some random things, so don't pay much attention to it. It's not my real information, okay? You will use your own real information. It's better. So, hi, I think hi, Bob, for example. My name's, I don't know, like Alex, okay, let it be. It's great to hear from you. Maybe something like that. I'm from, I don't know, Minsk. Let it be here. And I'm 30 years old. Oh, you see? It's misspelling. And I maybe work as an online tutor. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the second paragraph. Write about your passion. Okay, let's just come up with something. I'm really passionate about films. Funnily enough, I hate films, but let it be here, this thing. And I want to watch a lot of films. Okay, like I like all kinds of films, but my favorite are fantasy and horror films. What to add? I watch them online. Then in the third paragraph, ask your friend a few questions about their likes and dislikes. How about you? What kind of films do you like? Do you often watch them? I'd like to know it. Let it be. So, looking forward to hearing from you soon. Then the next paragraph is like just best wishes, comma, and then a name, like Alex. Okay, I hope this example will be useful and it will motivate you to write your own letter. So, guys, Unit 1 Passion is over. You see, it's very unusual. Listening here is hard as hell, but other tasks like grammar, speaking, writing are quite nice structured, interesting, and not difficult at all. Remember one thing: if you don't understand something, use Google, use your intuition, listen to the audios and watch videos again and again. So, the main idea is to work and improve your language skills. To improve something, we need a challenge, of course, something that is not easy. Don't forget to click on the like button, by the way, join my Boosty and Telegram channel so we can keep in touch. Have a good day and bye bye.